It was 2:47 a.m. October 9th, 2018. A cold, moonlit highway in northern Montana. A truck driver named Ray Doyle slammed his brakes so hard that his trailer fishtailed across the pavement. Because right in the middle of the empty road stood a girl, barefoot, shivering, covered in dirt, staring straight into his headlights. Ray jumped out, heart racing, thinking she'd been injured, escaped an accident, or maybe drunk. But when he reached her, he froze, because the girl wasn't crying. She wasn't panicked. She wasn't speaking. She was smiling, a faint, eerie smile, as if she had been waiting for him. Ray whispered, "Miss, are you all right?" The girl tilted her head slowly, like she was trying to understand the question. Then she whispered something that sent Ray running back to his truck for his radio. "He's coming." Ray asked, "Who's coming?" But she didn't answer. She simply pointed toward the woods, where someone was watching them. Ray couldn't see the person's face, only a silhouette standing perfectly still, between the trees. Not moving, not reacting, just watching. Ray backed away and pulled the girl toward his truck. When he turned again, the silhouette was gone. The girl whispered once more, "Don't let him take me back." Ray radioed Highway Patrol immediately. Within 10 minutes, deputies arrived. They wrapped the girl in a blanket and asked her name. She said nothing. Not until one officer, trying to comfort her, asked gently, "Where did you come from?" The girl finally spoke. "I died 6 years ago." The officers exchanged horrified looks. Before they could ask another question, the girl collapsed, her pulse faint, her breathing shallow. She was rushed to the hospital. When doctors took her fingerprints and ran them through the National Missing Persons Database, the results stunned everyone, because she was a real missing girl. She disappeared 6 years. Earlier. Her name was Anna Fletcher. Age at a disappearance, 13. Age, now 19. She'd been missing for years. Declared dead. Case closed, but she wasn't dead. She was standing in the middle of a highway at 2:47 a.m., and she whispered, "He's coming." This case would become one of the most disturbing true crime investigations in Montana history. Because Anna hadn't escaped. She'd been released, and whatever she escaped from was coming back for her. Detective Liam Carter, who worked on Anna's original missing case 6 years earlier, was called immediately. When he arrived at the hospital, the girl was still unconscious. But she wasn't the same girl he remembered. The old Anna was cheerful, goofy, always drawing cartoons. This Anna looked hollow, fragile, as if someone had drained the life out of her. Liam asked the doctor, "What happened to her?" The doctor shook his head. "She's malnourished, dehydrated, sleep-deprived. Her entire system looks traumatized. But there's no sign of physical injury. No restraints. No broken bones. No scars. It's like she lived in nothingness." Liam frowned. "Nothingness?" "Yes, total isolation. No light, no movement, no human contact." The doctor paused. "And she has severe conditioned fear response." Liam asked what that meant. The doctor replied, "She reacts as if someone trained her to obey, or stay silent, or freeze, like an animal conditioned in captivity." But Anna wasn't an animal. So who did this? And why did she suddenly appear on a highway? Anna finally woke up at 9:14 a.m. The first thing she did was grab Liam's wrist with surprising strength. She whispered, "Don't let him take me back. Please, please don't let him." Liam reassured her, "You're safe. No one's taking you anywhere." But Anna shook her head violently. "You don't understand. He doesn't need to find me. He already knows where I am." Liam felt a chill crawl down his spine. "Who, Anna? Who kept you?" She hesitated, then whispered, "The quiet man." The room fell silent. "Was he your kidnapper?" Anna looked confused. He wasn't a kidnapper. He was a collector. Liam's heartbeat quickened. What did he collect? Anna stared at him with empty eyes. Girls who disappear. Girls who won't be missed right away. The broken ones. Liam's breath caught. "Did he hurt you?" Anna shook her head. "He didn't have to." We obeyed. That's how the quiet room works. Quiet room? It's a place where the world disappears. No noise. No light. No time. You don't think. You don't sleep. You just exist. Anna looked at the ceiling as if remembering the darkness. And once someone enters the quiet room, they never leave unchanged. Liam swallowed hard. "Then how did you leave?" She whispered, "I didn't leave. He let me go." "Why?" Anna closed her eyes. "So I could bring someone else back." "Who?" Anna opened her eyes and whispered a name Liam never expected. "My replacement." Liam knew the case had reopened. He gathered his team, reopened old files, rechecked maps. Anna didn't know where she was held, but she remembered one thing. When he opened the door, I saw a field, a meadow, with white flowers. There was only one meadow like that within 60 miles, Silver Pine Meadow. Private property. Abandoned for 11 years. They drove there the next morning. The entrance gate was rusted shut, but inside the grass was flattened. Footprints visible. A path cutting toward an old farmhouse. The windows boarded. The door chained, but something felt alive inside. Liam motioned for his team to stay alert. They broke the chain and entered. The smell hit them first. Damp, earthy. Not the smell of death. Worse. Smell of being buried alive, but kept breathing. In. The corner of the farmhouse was a metal door in the floor. A cellar door. Trap door. Locked from the outside. Liam's hands trembled slightly as he forced it open. A wave of cold air rushed up, and what they found below would stay with them for the rest of their lives. A room. Perfectly silent. Perfectly dark. Walls padded. No windows. No bed. No toilet. Nothing. Only a single chair in the middle. And on the wall, scratched with fingernails. He listens. Then another. Don't speak. Then silence keeps you alive. Liam whispered, "My God." This is the quiet room. But the most horrifying thing wasn't the room. It was what they found beside it. A second chair with restraints and a small cloth doll placed neatly on the seat, as if waiting for a child to sit in it. Detective Liam Carter stood at the edge of the trapdoor, staring down into the darkness below. The faint glow from his flashlight barely reached the cellar floor. It was that deep, that hollow. This wasn't a normal basement. This wasn't a shelter. It was designed for one purpose: silence, the kind of silence that breaks human beings. Liam descended the narrow wooden ladder, each step creaking under his weight. The air grew colder as he climbed down, too cold for a cellar. Almost refrigeration-level cold. When his boots touched the concrete floor, his breath fogged in front of him. He whispered into the radio, "Dispatch, I'm inside the structure. It's intact. Proceeding." The room felt alive, not with movement, but with memory. Like the walls held every scream swallowed inside them. Liam's flashlight beam moved across padded walls. Thick foam. Soundproofing layers. Scratches. Dense. The marks of hands pounding desperately in the dark. He had seen isolation rooms before, psychiatric wards. Confinement cells, but nothing like this. This room wasn't built to restrain someone. It was built to erase someone. Erase voice. Erase thought. Erase identity. And that's when he saw it, the words scratched by bare nails. desperate, uneven. If you speak, he hears you. Another read, count the seconds or you will lose them. Another, do not look at the door, ever. Liam's stomach tightened. Behind him, one of the officers called from above, "Detective, you should see this." Liam climbed out of the cellar, pushing the trapdoor open. In the farmhouse living room, his team stood around something he hadn't noticed earlier, a long wooden table, covered in notebooks. All identical. Black covers, blank brown labels. Dozens of them. Liam put on gloves and opened the first notebook. Inside, one handwritten word per page. Each page repeating the same phrase. Silence protects. He opened another, and another. All the same. This is conditioning, he whispered. Behavioral programming. But the notebooks were not the worst discovery. On the far wall were photographs pinned neatly in rows, like a macabre gallery. Girls, ages 12 to 20, some smiling, some school portraits, some blurry street shots taken without their knowledge, missing girls, cases from the past decade. And near the center, Anna Fletcher, her photo circled with red pen. Below her picture, a chilling line written in neat handwriting. 6 years of silence. Nearly complete. Liam felt the breath leave his lungs. Complete? What did that mean? Why release her? Why now? Marissa's note as officers searched the cabin further. One of them found a folded piece of paper beneath a loose floorboard. Liam unfolded it. Old, yellowed, written shakily. He read aloud. Asterisk, asterisk. He doesn't kill. He transforms. He collects the forgotten ones. We become his echoes. We lose our names first, then our thoughts, then our faces, and then our choices. If you hear him, you obey. If you resist him, you vanish. If you escape him, he follows. Asterisk, asterisk. The signature at the bottom made Liam's skin crawl. M. Dean. Marissa Dean. Missing girl from 2013. But Marissa had never been found. Not alive. Not dead. Until now, Liam realized Marissa was the first known survivor of the Quiet Man. And that meant her note was not a warning. It was a prophecy. Anna's memory returns back at the hospital. Anna lay still as nurses adjusted her 4 lines. Liam entered cautiously, not wanting to trigger her trauma. Anna looked at him with hollow eyes. You found the quiet room, she whispered. Double quotes. Yes, Liam said gently. You left us a clue. The flowers. The meadow. Anna swallowed hard. He didn't like that, I remembered. He prefers when we forget. Forgetting is harmony. Liam pulled a chair beside her. Anna, I need to know something. Why did he release you? Her eyes trembled. He didn't release me. What do you mean? Anna blinked slowly. He let me escape. There's a difference. Liam leaned forward. Why? Her breathing quickened. Because he needed someone to replace me. Liam froze. Who? Anna closed her eyes. I don't know her name, but I saw her. She was crying. Young, maybe 14. He said she was perfect. Perfect for the quiet room. Liam clenched his jaw. Do you remember anything about her? Anna shook her head. The Quiet Man doesn't let you look at others. You hear them, but you don't see them. That's how he keeps you from bonding, from rebelling. Liam asked softly, Anna, who is he? Anna's entire body tightened. He's not a kidnapper. Not like you think. He never touches you. He never shouts. He just speaks. How? Anna stared into the void, with a voice you can't ignore. Liam felt his heart rate spike. What does he want? Anna whispered. He wants silence. He wants girls who won't fight back. Girls who are already halfway invisible in their own lives. Girls who disappear without making noise. Her tears spilled, and he wants them to become like him. Liam's throat tightened. He wants to make more quiet men. Anna nodded weakly. Yes. The meadow gives another clue later that evening. Forensic teams examined the silver pine meadow. Beneath layers of soil, they found disturbed earth-multiple shallow pits, covered recently, but no bodies. Detective, a forensic tech said. Someone removed whatever was buried here. Recently? Liam asked. Very recently. That meant the quiet man was still operating, still moving victims, still relocating, still active, and he knew they were coming. The quiet room had been cleaned, the notebooks arranged, the cellar mostly emptied, like a spider sensing footsteps on its web. But they did find one more item, a scrap of fabric caught on a fence from a hoodie, pink, small, a child's clothing. Replacement girl. She existed. She was alive. And she was missing. But there was no report yet, which meant the quiet man selected girls before their families even realized they were gone. He was hunting vulnerability. Liam stared at the forest. He's preparing another quiet room somewhere else, he whispered. And she's already there. Anna's final warning back at the hospital. Anna suddenly gasped, grabbing Liam's arm with something close to panic. He knows you're looking for him. Liam steadied her. That's fine. I'm not afraid of him. But Anna shook her head furiously. No, detective. That's not how the road works. The road? Anna nodded, tears spilling. We walk roads that lead outward. He walks roads that lead inward. He walks through memories, through silence, through the broken parts of people. And when someone looks for him, she paused, voice trembling. He looks back. Liam felt a coldness crawl across his spine. He's been watching ever since you found the quiet room, Anna whispered. And he's not running from you. Liam leaned closer. What is he doing then? Anna stared straight into his eyes. He's choosing you. Detective Liam Carter spent the night replaying Anna's words in his head. He's choosing you. Liam wasn't a man who scared easily. 12 years on the force, 6 years in missing persons. He'd seen darkness, but nothing like what Anna described. A man who didn't shout, didn't torture, didn't force. A man who erased people with silence. A man who didn't kidnap bodies. He kidnapped minds. But something else bothered Liam more. Anna wasn't hallucinating. Her descriptions were too precise, too consistent, too similar to the notes found in Silver Pine Meadow. Whatever the quiet man was. He wasn't finished. A new case with nitrogen monoxide anemia at 10:14 a.m. Liam's phone buzzed. It was the sheriff. Double quotes Liam. We've got a new missing person alert. A teenage girl, 14, missing since yesterday afternoon. Liam froze. Yesterday afternoon. That was the same night Anna appeared on the highway. And whispered, he let me go, so I could bring someone else back. The sheriff continued. Parents say she never came home from the public library. Name, Lily Morgan. Liam closed his eyes slowly. Lily. Anna had said the replacement girl was young, maybe 14. He grabbed his jacket and rushed to the Morgan residence. Mrs. Morgan answered the door, eyes red, hands shaking. She always comes home on time, detective. She's a good girl. She doesn't run away. I called all her friends. No one has seen her. Did anyone strange talk to her recently? Liam asked. Mrs. Morgan shook her head. No, but she told me something 2 days ago that scared me. What? Mrs. Morgan hesitated. She said someone at the library was watching her. Liam leaned forward. Who? I don't know. She didn't describe him. Just said he didn't blink. Didn't move. He just looked at her. Liam's pulse quickened. The quiet man always watched first. He studied. He chose carefully. Girls who were quiet. Girls who blended in. Girls who wouldn't scream or fight. Girls who were already halfway invisible. Lily matched the profile perfectly. The library footage. Liam drove straight to the public library and requested the CCTV archive. The librarian hesitated. Is she in trouble? She might be in danger. Liam replied. They opened the footage from the previous 3 days. At 4:17 p.m. on Monday, there she was, Lily Morgan. Pink hoodie, backpack, walking between bookshelves. She sat at a table, pulled out her notebook, began doing homework. Normal, too normal. Until Liam noticed something in the background. A man, standing near the exit door. Tall, still, clothes plain, face neutral. He wasn't browsing. He wasn't waiting. He wasn't looking at books. He was watching Lily, not intensely, not creepily. Calmly. Like a scientist observing an experiment. Liam zoomed in on the footage. The man's eyes were half lowered, half focused, the kind of gaze Anna described. He doesn't stare. He observes. For 20 minutes, Lily sat at her table. For 20 minutes, the man watched her, not once blinking, not once turning away. Liam whispered, "Quiet man." Then Lily packed her bag and walked out the side exit. The man waited 10 seconds and followed. The camera at the side door? Conveniently broken. The last thing the footage captured was Lily stepping into the parking lot. Alone. The man's reflection briefly appeared in the glass door. Tall, hollow-eyed, expressionless. Then, nothing. Lily vanished. Anna knows the truth. Liam rushed back to the hospital. Anna was sitting up, staring at the wall like she was listening to something only she could hear. He sat beside her. "Anna, I need you to focus. Another girl is missing. Lily Morgan, 14. Does that name mean anything to you?" Anna blinked slowly. He took her. "Who?" Anna's eyes filled with terror. "The quiet man. He chose her." "I heard him." "Choosing." Liam leaned in. "What does that mean?" Anna's hands trembled. "When you're inside the quiet room, you hear things. Not sounds, patterns, steps, breathing. He has rhythms. When he chooses someone, the rhythm changes." Liam tensed. "You're saying he already began preparing Lily before taking her?" Anna nodded. Double quotes. "Yes. He watches. He studies silence. He finds girls who already live in quiet places inside their minds. Girls who don't fight. Girls who disappear emotionally long before they disappear physically." Liam whispered. "He conditions them before abducting them?" "Yes," Anna said hoarsely. "He doesn't like chaos. He likes predictability. He chooses girls who have empty spaces inside." A chill ran down Liam's spine. And what did he see in Lily? Anna hesitated. He saw her sadness. Liam felt a lump in his throat. Sadness? Anna nodded slowly. She lost her older sister last year. She stopped talking much, stopped laughing, started sitting alone. He looks for cracks. And Lily was cracked. Liam ran a hand across his face. How does he keep them? How does he control them? Anna looked at him with fear, so intense it looked like physical pain. He doesn't touch you. He doesn't tie you. He doesn't hurt you. Then how? Anna whispered. He uses silence. Liam frowned. Explain. Anna closed her eyes. The quiet room isn't torture. It's transformation. When you live without sound long enough, you start hearing things that aren't there. Echoes of your own thoughts. They collide, break, rearrange. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Eventually, you stop being you. You become what he needs. Liam steadied his voice. What does he need? Anna swallowed. Echoes, obedience, copies of himself. Liam felt sick. You're saying the quiet man tries to create more quiet men? Anna nodded. That's why he chooses girls. Because girls are easier to quiet, easier to erase. We internalize silence faster. Liam leaned closer. Can he be stopped? Anna hesitated, then whispered, No, because he's not one person. Liam froze. What? Anna wiped tears. He's a pattern, a method, a system. The quiet man is just a face. But the system has many faces. What system? Liam demanded. Anna's voice cracked. The silence network. Liam felt the world tilt. Silence network. Plural. Multiple quiet rooms. Multiple collectors. Multiple locations. And Lily was already inside one of them. The quiet man's first message as Liam left the hospital. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. No caller ID. He answered cautiously. A soft, steady male voice spoke. You're looking in the wrong direction. Detective. Liam's heart stopped. The quiet man? He tried to trace the call automatically, but the line was blocked. Liam said through clenched teeth, Where is Lily? The quiet man didn't answer. Instead, he whispered, You opened the quiet room. You entered my silence. Now I enter yours. Liam's grip tightened around his phone. You're finished. Anna survived. We're coming for you. But the quiet man chuckled softly, the kind of laugh that came from a place of total confidence. Detective Carter, you misunderstand. I don't hide from you. Then he said the line that froze Liam's blood. I walk beside you. Liam spun around instantly, scanning the parking lot. No one. Only cars, streetlights, shadows. The quiet man's voice continued. You want Lily? Find the next quiet room, not the old one, the new one. Follow the silence. Liam shouted, Where is IT? The quiet man whispered, Listen for the girl who cries without sound. Then the call ended. Liam stood, frozen, breathing loud. Mind racing. The quiet man didn't threaten him. He invited him. Because Liam wasn't just hunting. The quiet man, now he was being studied, measured, chosen. For what? Only the quiet man knew, and whatever he planned next, it involved Lily, Anna, and now Detective Liam Carter himself. Detective Liam Carter sped through the dark Montana highway long after midnight. The quiet man's voice still echoed inside his skull. Listen for the girl who cries without sound. The Cloud County Sheriff had issued an Amber Alert for Lily Morgan. But Liam knew Amber Alerts meant nothing for someone like the quiet man. He didn't abduct girls publicly. He didn't take them by force. He selected them like a gardener choosing fragile flowers from a field. And through Anna's words, Liam knew one thing. Lily was already in a quiet room, somewhere, hidden, buried in silence. The question was, where? A pattern hidden in silence. Liam pulled over at a gas station and opened the files again. 3 missing girls from the past decade. Marissa Dean, 2013. Anna Fletcher, 2012. Asterisk. Resurfaced Kendra Sloan, 2015. Never found. All 3 were taken from different towns, different counties, different circumstances. There was no geographical pattern, but there was a psychological one. Lonely, withdrawn, quiet trauma survivors. Girls who had empty spaces inside. As Anna said then, Liam replayed the library footage. The quiet man didn't stalk Lily aggressively. He observed, measured, tested. Like he was checking if she fit. Liam muttered, He doesn't pick locations. He picks people. And then he builds the location around the victim. Meaning, quiet rooms weren't permanent. They were mobile, temporary, disposable. Move in. Condition victim. Abandon. Relocate. Anna had said, He's not a man. He's a system. Liam realized the cabin was not the quiet man's home. It was just one of many stations, like a railroad network. And that meant, if the quiet man had Lily, he had already moved her to a new quiet room. But where? Anna's whispered naplium returned to the hospital. Anna sat upright, unusually alert. As soon as Liam entered, Anna pointed at him. You heard him, didn't you? Liam didn't answer. Anna continued. How did he sound? Liam sat beside her, controlled, calm, detached, like he's not even human. Anna nodded slowly. That's because he doesn't speak for emotion. His voice is only for instruction. To him, talking is programming. Liam leaned forward. Anna, please try to remember. How did he travel? Did you hear footsteps? Doors? Cars? Anything? Anna shook her head. In the quiet room there were no sounds. No footsteps. No movement. Only breathing. Liam swallowed. But what about when he moved you between rooms? Anna hesitated. He didn't move me. She whispered. He moved the room. Liam blinked. What? Anna's voice trembled. The walls. They weren't fixed. They shifted. Sometimes the room felt bigger. Sometimes smaller. Sometimes the smell changed. Sometimes the air changed. Liam frowned. A movable structure. A shipping container? A truck? A modular building? But Anna said something that shattered Liam's assumptions. No, the room didn't move on the outside. It moved inside my mind. Liam stared. Anna continued, tears forming. He doesn't need to transport bodies. He transports people mentally before physically. He erases your sense of distance, time, reality. By the time you leave one quiet room and enter another, you can't tell if you traveled or if the world shifted around you. Liam felt the chill creep up his spine. So you're saying he conditions you first, then moves you? Yes, Anna whispered, and Lily is already inside the first phase. A hidden message under Anna's skin. As the nurse checked Anna's vitals, she noticed something on Anna's arm. A faint pattern. A small line of raised skin. Like a scar, but shaped strangely. The nurse gasped. Detective. Look. It wasn't a scar. It was a marking. A symbol. A vertical line crossed by two horizontal dashes. Liam recognized it instantly because he'd seen it on the cellar wall of the cabin. The symbol for a quiet room location. Anna stared at it, horrified. I didn't know that was there. Liam asked softly, Anna, do you remember the quiet man ever touching you? Anna shook her head. No, never. Then how did this marking get here? Anna whispered. He marks you in silence. Liam gripped her arm gently. This marking, do you remember how it formed? Anna closed her eyes. And suddenly she whispered, He held my wrist once. Only once, very lightly. It didn't hurt. It didn't feel real. Just a brush. And he said, Now you belong to the quiet. The nurse stepped back. The marking looked fresh. As if it appeared recently, maybe even after Anna left the quiet room. Was the quiet man still connected to her? Somehow, Liam whispered, Anna, this mark, does it mean you're tracked? Anna nodded with trembling lips. It means he knows where I am. The Silence Network's hidden structure. Liam rushed to his office and began mapping the missing girl's timeline. He noticed something startling. Every time a girl went missing, another girl who disappeared earlier resurfaced somewhere else. One leaves. One enters. One escapes. One replaces. A cycle. A rotation. Like a system that always needed one active quiet room. Liam connected the dots. Anna resurfaced the exact day Lily disappeared. That wasn't a coincidence. It was a trade, a replacement, meaning Lily was taken to the quiet man's active facility. Anna was released because her slot was needed. Liam whispered, "The quiet rooms don't operate alone. They operate like a chain, a network. The silence network. Different collectors. Different locations. Different victims. And the quiet man was just one of them. The quiet man's first face reveal, shocking twist. At 3:23 a.m., Liam received an email. No sender address. No subject, only a video file. He clicked it. A shaky camera view appeared. A dim, soundproof room. And then Lily Morgan, sitting silently, breathing heavily, eyes red from crying. She looked directly into the camera. As if forced. Behind her, a man slowly stepped into the frame. Tall, still, calm, the quiet man. Not fully visible. Only his lower face and hands. He placed his hand on Lily's shoulder, not squeezing, not hurting, just resting there. Lily froze instantly. The quiet man spoke. "She is learning. Silence heals her." Liam clenched his fists. The quiet man continued. "You broke the quiet room I left behind. So I built another." Liam barely breathed. "And detective?" The quiet man's voice lowered. "Stop looking for me in the woods." Liam frowned. The quiet man leaned slightly forward. "I am not in the forests you fear. I am in the town you trust." Liam's eyes widened. A chilling realization hit him. The quiet man wasn't hiding in remote places anymore. He had moved closer, possibly. Inside the town. Maybe inside public buildings, hospitals, schools, libraries. Then, the quiet man ended with, "When Lily stops crying, I will choose the next girl." The screen went black. Liam stared at it, trembling with rage. Because now he understood. The quiet man didn't run from him. He came toward him, toward the town, toward Anna, toward Lily, and, worst of all, toward Liam himself. The hunt had reversed. Liam wasn't tracking the quiet man was tracking Liam. Detective Liam Carter replayed the quiet man's video over and over, studying every frame, every shadow, every pixel. He wasn't looking for Lily. He was looking for location clues. But the quiet man was careful. The room was soundproofed, minimal, sterile. Still, Liam noticed something subtle. A faint reflection on the metal table beside Lily. A curved white shape. Not random. Not abstract. Liam zoomed in. It was a crescent-shaped sticker, the kind janitors place on equipment belonging to a specific facility. Liam recognized it instantly. It belonged to North Ridge Community Center, a public building 3 blocks from the police station. His heart stopped. Anna was right. Quiet man hadn't hidden in the wilderness. He had moved into the town itself, a place with dozens of rooms, basements, storage units, soundproof practice halls, a place where no one would suspect anything. A place children visited every day. Liam whispered. He's not hiding victims anymore. He's hiding himself. The surveillance footage twist. Liam rushed to the North Ridge Community Center before dawn. The janitor let him in reluctantly. "What's this about, detective? Did someone report something?" Liam said nothing and headed straight for the security office. He began scrubbing through the center's CCTV footage from the past week. Hours passed. Nothing unusual. Families, sports practices, elderly classes, yoga groups. Then, at 11:52 p.m. on Tuesday, the night Lily disappeared, a tall man entered the building using the side employee door. No key, no badge. He just walked in. Security system offline for exactly 17 minutes. During those 17 minutes, no alarms, no motion detection, no camera feed. The building system reset itself. Or, rather, someone reset it deliberately. Liam narrowed his eyes. Someone inside the community center was helping. The quiet man dot an accomplice. A silent partner. A mole. But who? The janitor's RO and the janitor, Mr. Calloway, followed Liam nervously. You won't find anything here, detective. We close at 8 p.m. and I lock every door. Liam stopped walking. Every door? Yes. Even the storage rooms? Mr. Calloway nodded. The old ones, too. Liam stared at him. What old ones? Mr. Calloway swallowed. Well, there's a basement level we don't use anymore. Old boiler rooms. Storage spaces. Never opened in years. Liam's heart hammered. Show me. The janitor hesitated. I don't have the key. Liam stepped closer. Who does? Mr. Calloway's face went pale. A night supervisor. He keeps those keys. Where is he? He works Tuesdays and Fridays. Liam froze. It was Thursday. So he was here on the night Lily disappeared? Mr. Calloway nodded slowly. Yes. He was the last one to leave. Liam felt the shock hit him like a wave. The night supervisor. The last man in the building the night Lily vanished. The man who controls the keys. The man who can shut down the cameras. The man who can let someone inside. And worst of all, the man who works alone. And you're telling me, Liam whispered, no one saw him leave? Calloway nodded nervously. He always leaves through the back alley. Doesn't like the main exit? Liam clenched his jaw. The quiet man didn't work alone. He didn't need to sneak into buildings, because someone inside opened the door for him. The night SUP Arzo Liam ran the staff database. Night supervisor. Henry Lowell. Age, 47. Divorced. Lives alone. Works night shifts for 12 years. Clean record, but something stood out. For 6 years. 6 years Henry Lowell had also worked part-time at the town library, the old recreational hall, a temporary shelter, and a senior center LL, locations where girls went missing over the years. Liam whispered. He was there every time. Every time someone disappeared? Henry Lowell wasn't the quiet man. He was worse. He was the quiet man's gatekeeper. The doorkeeper. The eyes inside the community. The one who selected vulnerable girls. Liam grabbed his gun. We find Henry Lowell now. The hidden quiet Arum the janitor led Liam and 2 deputies to the locked basement door. The old metal creaked when Liam forced it open. Cold air rushed out. Unnatural. Sharp, sterile. A light flickered at the bottom of the concrete steps. Liam descended quickly. Gun raised. The basement was huge. Rows of storage closets. Old boiler equipment. Dust-covered hallways. But down the 3rd corridor, Liam noticed one door slightly ajar. A faint glow spilled out. He approached slowly. Pressed his ear against the door. Nothing. No sound. Total silence. He pushed the door open. Inside was a room identical to the Silver Pine quiet room. Padded walls, metal table, single chair, dim. Lamp, a bowl of water. A blanket neatly folded, but the worst part, the soundproof insulation was fresh, clean, recently installed. This was not an old facility. This was new. And inside the chair sat Lily Morgan, alive, eyes open, hands shaking, trying not to cry. She didn't scream when she saw Liam. She didn't move. She whispered, "You shouldn't have come." Liam lowered his gun. "Lily, it's okay. You're safe now." She shook her head. "No, no one is safe. Not when he's here." Liam touched her shoulder gently. "Who?" Lily's lips trembled. "The quiet man." Then Liam heard footsteps. Soft, measured, purposeful, coming from behind him. He turned instantly. Gun raised and saw Henry Lowell standing at the door. But Henry wasn't alone. Standing beside him, tall, still, calm. The quiet man dot in his full presence for the first time. His face blank, expressionless, almost peaceful. His eyes empty like someone wiped out the person inside. Henry Lowell spoke first. Voice eerily calm. You shouldn't have found this place. Detective. Liam aimed his gun at the quiet man. It's over. Lily is coming with me. Henry shook his head slowly. You misunderstand. She's already his. Liam's heart thundered. The quiet man finally spoke, not loudly. Not angrily. Softly. Gently. As if offering advice. Detective Carter. You're standing in the only room where your voice doesn't matter. Liam fired. But in the same instant, the quiet man stepped to the side with an impossible calmness. The bullet hitting the wall behind him. He didn't flinch, didn't rush, didn't react. He simply whispered, It's time for your... Silence. The lights cut out. The room went black. Lily screamed, but no sound came out. No sound at all. Liam felt someone move past him. A hand on his shoulder. And then everything went silent. Not quite. Silent. As if someone turned off the sound of the world. Darkness, stillness, breath, swallowed, and Liam realized he wasn't in the quiet room anymore. He was inside the quiet man's silence. Liam Carter didn't faint. He didn't fall. He didn't lose consciousness. But the moment the quiet man touched his shoulder, the world simply disappeared. No sound. No air movement. No sense of direction. No walls. No floor. No ceiling. Just nothing. Like someone had muted reality itself. Liam opened his eyes. Or thought he did. But all he saw was darkness. Absolute darkness. He tried speaking. Hello? Lily? Can anyone hear me? But his voice didn't echo. Didn't vibrate. Didn't exist. His own words died inside his throat. He wasn't in a physical, quiet room. He was inside the quiet man's designed silence. A psychological construct. A sensory trap built with conditioning, trauma, and manipulation. Liam felt the panic building in his chest. This was how the quiet man broke girls. Not with chains. Not with violence. With silence, so thick it becomes a prison. Silence that makes the mind. Imagine noises replay fears. Invent voices collapse inward. He had minutes before panic took over. Before disorientation became madness. Then, a whisper, not external. Not around him. Inside his mind. Detective Carter? Liam froze. Where are you? What did you do? The voice answered calmly. Nothing to your body. Everything to your perception. Liam clenched his fists. You're not supernatural. You drugged me. The quiet man chuckled softly. You give chemicals too much credit. Liam felt movement beside him, a presence. Cold, still, close. Then the whisper again. I teach silence. I create it. It's a skill. And I have many students. Liam hissed into the void. You won't win. We know about the network. We know about you. Anna survived. Anna was never supposed to be destroyed, the quiet man interrupted. She was supposed to be refined. Liam's blood ran cold. What does that mean? Another whisper, closer now. Do you know why I selected girls? Liam said nothing. The quiet man continued. Girls listen. Girls internalize. Girls adapt. Society teaches them silence long before I do. Liam's fists tightened in anger. You're sick. A soft laugh? I'm efficient. A second voice suddenly echoed inside Liam's head. Not the quiet man. Ah. Girl. Crying. Softly. Weakly. Lily. It wasn't her voice, it was her breathing. She was inside the silence too. Liam forced himself to remain steady. Lily. Lily, if you can hear me, stay awake. Stay with me. Nothing. Then a faint, trembling breath. She heard him, but she couldn't respond. The quiet man whispered again. She is learning quickly. Faster than Anna. Her sadness made her ready. Liam shouted into the void. Let her go. Silence. Then, perhaps you misunderstand your role, detective. What role? You weren't brought here to save her. A pause. A long, chilling pause. You were brought here to replace her. Liam's heart stopped. Replace. He was becoming the next occupant of the quiet room. Not a victim. A student. A future quiet man. No. Liam whispered. Voice cracking. I won't become like you. The quiet man answered calmly. Everyone becomes silent eventually. Flashback inside the silence. The quiet man's origin. The darkness around Liam rippled, and suddenly shapes formed. Like shadows morphing into memories. He saw. A locked basement. A small boy crying silently. A woman screaming without sound. A man standing in a doorway comb. Motionless. The quiet man. But younger. And the boy. The boy was him. The quiet man is a child. Trapped in silence. Conditioned by a previous collector. Raised to obey. Raised to continue the cycle. Liam gasped. You were a victim too. The quiet man responded. Not victim. Prototype. Liam almost felt pity until the quiet man whispered. Trauma creates quiet. Quiet creates obedience. Obedience creates peace. No, Liam said, shaking. Obedience creates monsters. The quiet man ignored him. It is time you understand the network. The darkness shifted again. Now Liam saw multiple rooms. All identical. Padded. Silent. Occupied by silhouettes. Girls. Women. Some sitting. Some curled. Some unmoving. Each room connected like a spiderweb of psychological torture. The silence. Network. Then Liam saw something horrifying. A diagram sketched in glowing symbols. Node 1. Collector Node 2. Handler Node 3. Voice Node 4. Replacement 4 roles. 4 people needed for each. Quiet room. The quiet man whispered. I am the voice. Henry Lowell is the handler. The collector rotates. The replacement becomes the next voice. Liam staggered. Replacement. Lily? Yes. Why her? Why any child? Because silence starts young. Liam's breaking POV. Silence around Liam tightened. A choking sensation. A crushing mental pressure. His breathing grew rapid. He felt the walls closing in walls. He couldn't see. This was how the quiet room broke. Victims. Not through physical pain, but through loss of identity. He forced himself to speak. To hell with your network. I'm taking Lily. I'm taking Anna. And I'm ending this. The quiet man whispered. Brave words for someone who can't see his own hands. A faint light flickered. Liam looked down. He had no shadow. No outline. No grounding. He wasn't seeing the room. He wasn't seeing reality. He was seeing what the quiet man allowed him to see. The quiet man's voice soft as a lullaby. Detective. Give in. Let the silence protect you. Stop resisting. Stop fighting. Stop thinking. Liam felt his knees buckle. The void pressed inward. His heartbeat slowed. Thump. 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 His vision blurred. He was seconds away from losing himself. Seconds away from becoming the quiet man's next echo. Then a voice. Clear. Strong. Desperate. L-I-A-M. Anna. Her voice cut through the silence like a blade. Not imagined. Not fabricated. Real. I'm breaking through. Listen to me. The darkness trembled. The quiet man hissed. She should not be able to speak here. Anna shouted again. Focus on my voice. Not his. Liam gasped. His heart raced again. The darkness cracked like breaking glass. The quiet man's voice grew sharper. Enough. But Anna screamed, Liam, wake up. He doesn't control you. The silence shattered. Reality return opened his eyes. He was on the floor of the quiet room. Real walls. Real pad insulation. Real air. Lily was beside him. Terrified, but breathing. Henry Lowell was gone. But the quiet man, he stood in the doorway. Calm. Still. Watching. Liam raised his gun. But the quiet man stepped back into the hallway and whispered, You broke the silence, detective. This makes you interesting. Then he vanished into the darkness beyond the stairwell. By the time backup arrived, he was gone. No footprints. No trace. No exit route. Just silence. Liam's realization, the twist. As medics checked on Lily, Anna ran into the room, breathless. She knelt beside Lily and whispered, You're okay. You're okay. I promise you're okay. Lily clung to her. Liam leaned against the wall. Exhausted. Anna looked at him. I heard him trying to take you, she whispered. Liam nodded weakly. He tried. Anna swallowed hard. There's something you don't understand yet? Liam frowned. What? Anna took a deep breath. The quiet man didn't pick Lily by accident. Liam tensed. He picked her because of you. Liam's mind exploded with shock. Me? Why me? Anna whispered the final horrifying truth. Because the Silence Network doesn't just collect victims. They collect replacements. And you, detective, you weren't investigating them. You were being groomed by them. Liam froze. Anna finished. You weren't hunting the quiet man. He was choosing you to become the next one. Detective Liam Carter sat in the dim hallway of the abandoned basement, his hands trembling despite years of discipline. Lily was safe. Anna was alive. The quiet man had escaped, but Anna's words kept slicing through his thoughts. He didn't choose Lily by accident. He chose her because of you. Why? How? Liam had hunted monsters his whole career, but now the monster was hunting him, or worse, shaping him. The investigation turns INWR'd back at the station. Liam pored over the Silence Network's diagram. Anna remembered. Voice collector, handler replacement. Every quiet room needed 4 roles. The quiet man was the voice. Henry Lowell was the handler. Lily was the replacement. So where did Liam fit? He closed his eyes. Then Anna's warning echoed. He was choosing you. Choosing him for what? Liam wasn't a child. Not fragile. Not moldable like young victims. Or was he? He opened his personnel file, something he hadn't bothered to read fully in years. Then he saw it. Foster care system. 5 homes in 3 years. Quiet child, withdrawn high anxiety night terrors, difficulty with emotional expression, periods of selective mutism. A chill passed through him. Liam whispered to himself. No, that can't be connected. That was childhood trauma. Nothing else. But then he noticed something else in the file, something he had completely forgotten. Child was found wandering a rural road at age 6, disoriented, unable to speak, dehydrated. No memory of events. Case unsolved. A highway, silent, disoriented. Child. Just like Anna, just like Lily. Liam staggered back. Wasn't just a detective investigating. The network. He had once been a victim of the network. He was a survivor of an early version of the quiet room. And then, the quiet man knew it for years. And had been grooming him to take the final role. Voice. The man who would one day guide new victims. Liam felt nauseous. What had they done to me? The quiet man returns at 3:11 a.m. Liam returned to the North Ridge Community Center. Basement alone. Lily had been transported to a safe house. Anna was kept under police protection. But Liam, he had unfinished business. He walked back into the quiet room. Stood in the center, closed his eyes, then whispered, "Come out." The silence answered first. Then footsteps. Soft, slow, measured. The quiet man stepped in, as if the shadows gently pushed him forward. He didn't speak immediately. He didn't hurry. He simply watched. Liam, with the calmness of someone who had already won. Liam raised his gun again. "Why me?" The quiet man tilted his head. "Because you understand." "Understand what?" The quiet man stepped closer. The language of silence. Liam felt rage boiling inside him. "I am nothing like you." The quiet man smiled faintly. "Not yet. Why are you doing this?" Liam demanded. The quiet man answered, "Because the world silences children long before I do." Liam froze. Then the quiet man said the most terrifying truth of all. "I don't create silence, detective. I harvest it." The massive twist, the ARCHITCT before Liam could respond. A second figure stepped into the doorway. Old, tall, elegant posture, wearing a long coat, not calm like the quiet man, more composed. More intelligent, more dangerous. Quiet man bowed his head slightly. Liam understood. Instantly, this was someone above him, the real leader, the architect. The man who built the silence. Network. The man who designed. The quiet rooms. The man who had shaped the quiet man himself. Architect spoke with a voice colder than winter. "You survived our early program, Liam. Your silence as a child made you perfect. And now you've returned." Liam couldn't breathe. You abducted me when I was 6? The architect nodded. "You were one of our first trials. But your foster system moved you too quickly. You were lost to us." The quiet man finished. "Until now." Liam trembled with rage. "You want me to become your next voice? To torture children? To break people?" The architect smiled thinly. "To guide them. To heal them. To continue the cycle." Liam lifted his gun. "I'd rather die." The quiet man stepped forward. "That can be arranged." Final CNFRONT ATAON. The architect snapped his fingers. 2 silhouettes emerged from the shadows. Men. Other survivors. Other voices. A cult of silence. They approached slowly. Movements synchronized. Mechanical. Liam fired. The first quiet man dodged effortlessly. He fired again. The second one stepped aside calmly. As if rehearsed, they were conditioned. Physically trained. Emotionally dead. Liam backed up. The quiet man leaned toward him. "You cannot fight silence." But Liam whispered, "I don't need to fight silence." He smashed the metal lamp beside him, sparks flying, and set the insulation on fire. The room lit up instantly. Silence broke. The quiet men recoiled. For the first time. The quiet man's calm cracked. The architect shielded himself. Liam yelled, "You fear sound. You fear light. You only win in darkness." The fire spread. Sprinklers failed. The quiet men hesitated, their programming broken by sensory overload. Liam kicked the door open and ran up the stairs. The architect shouted, "We will rebuild. We always rebuild." Liam turned back. "And I'll burn you down every time." Escape and fear mate Liam. Escape the building moments before the basement collapsed in fire. Lily was safe. Anna was safe. Henry Lowell was arrested miles away, trying to flee. But the quiet man gone. The architect gone. The silence network still. Alive. Hidden. Watching. Waiting. Authorities raided dozens of suspected locations. They found abandoned, quiet rooms, but never found bodies. Never found voices. Never found the architect. Documentary ET 3 months later. Lily began speaking again. Anna began therapy, but Liam, he wasn't the same. He heard footsteps behind him sometimes. Felt watched. Felt studied. Doctors diagnosed him with survivor hallucinations. But Liam knew the truth. One night, as he sat alone, his phone buzzed. A text message. No number. Only one sentence. Silence remembers you. Liam stared at the screen, heart slowing. Then another message appeared. When the next quiet room opens, you will hear us again. Liam whispered, I'm not afraid of you. A final message came. You should be. We only choose the silent ones. Screen faded. Silence filled the room. And somewhere far away, in a different town, a girl cried without sound.